Welcome back to Sports Weekly. I hope you are doing well. This week I'm going to be talking a little about football, rugby, tennis and a bit of cricket. Firstly, looking back to the Six Nations and last weekend and another thrilling weekend of rugby. Unfortunately, the Scots were just too good for the English, beating them comfortably. The Scots really proving who they are and how good they are, winning that Calcutta Cup. Really exciting rugby, and Van der Merwe getting a hat-trick. He is a beast. If he was running at me, I'd run away. Then the Italians were so close to beating the French. The final score was 13-all. It's so exciting to see the Italians really being able to compete at the moment. I do wish they did the French, but you know, it's there for another day. It's going to be exciting to see what they can do. And once again, the Welsh weren't good enough, and the Irish was just far too strong. Will they bring the Grand Slam home back to Dublin this year? I think it's very, very possible. The football, looking back to last weekend, Chelsea versus Liverpool in the cup final. After 90 minutes it was goalless, but it could have been 4-all with the amount of chances being taken. Then in extra time, big Virgil van Dijk heads it away to give Liverpool the winner. It is disappointing to see Chelsea not being able to perform on the big occasions with the squad they've got, but great for Klopp's kids to get a win. Some really, really young players in that side, and it just shows what a good leader Klopp is to be able to trust the youngsters time again and get him the win. Then Haaland scored 5 goals in the FA Cup in Luton during the week. He is a beast, and it's going to be great for Man City's Premier League campaign that he can start scoring goals after his injury. Then back to League One and my local football team, Reading. Unfortunately, we've been deducted another 2 points for our owner not paying the HMRC bill on time. This makes it a total of 18 points deducted in the last 3 years. What's going on at the club is really, really sad. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I'm just hoping that some positive news can come in the next few months, because the past 5 years as a Reading supporter has really not been easy. In the cricket, unfortunately, India were too good for England, winning the 4th test. One more test to go, but that's it in terms of a 4-1 sweep for India. Not great for England, but plenty of things to work on, and good to see Bashir getting 5 wickets. He's a really up-and-coming spinner. I'm going to be great to see what he can do in the future. Tennis, the ATP have finally partnered with the PIF Saudi Investment Fund, which is really interesting. And they've been investing, the Saudi fund, in all sorts of sports, as you see in football, golf, boxing, and now into tennis. So it's going to be interesting to see how the level of tennis increases over the next few years, with lots of money being ploughed into it. Alongside this, Andy Murray has hinted that he might be playing in this year's Paris Olympics, sort of a farewell before he retires. We know he's getting on. It'll be great to see him playing and maybe even get on the podium for the last time. Golf. Joe Dean, the Brit, won in Kenya in Nairobi over the weekend. He won $170,000 on the tour there. He is actually a Morrison's driver. He's been trying to make it professionally, but obviously it's a really expensive sport to get into and all the travelling. So it's a great story to see what he did there. And then also over in America, Jake Kemp was playing on the Korn Ferry Tour. Again, couldn't quite make it, and then went to be a bouncer for a few years. He then won in Mexico on the weekend, earning $1.5 million alongside a place in the Masters at Augusta this year. So just great to see 2 talents who haven't quite been able to make it come back and do really well in the tournaments over the weekend, and just proving never give up. It's never too late, and you've just got to believe in yourself and just keep on going. And so on that note, that's it for this week. I'm actually doing my first ever High Rocks event this weekend in Madrid. Really, really looking forward to it. I'll tell you a little bit about it next week and how it goes. But that's it. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.